What is up, Nephilim? This is the Chig coming at you from Sanctuary with another D3 build guide. Today we are going to be talking about the Inarius set and the Corpse Explosion build for speed T16s. This is only if you really enjoy Corpse Explosion. It's not the best T16 build, but it's kind of susceptible to bad maps, etc, etc. Anyway, before we hop into it though, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we got the giveaway going. How you enter is being subscribed to the channel, liking and commenting any video where it is mentioned. Each video that you like and comment on is going to be one entry into the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away either a copy of D4 or a different video game of your choice if you already have D4. Anyway, let's hop right into it. So we are using 5 pieces of the Inarius set. We are using the helmet, the legs, the chest, the shoulders, and the gloves. The reason being is because we've got the 2-piece Captain Crimsons, so whatever you have better, the belt or the pants or the boots, use that for Inarius and use the other for Captain Crimsons. So the 2 set, bone armor damage is increased by 1000%. 4 set, bone armor grants an additional 3% damage reduction per enemy hit. That's good, because we're going to get our toughness up pretty good. 6 set, bone armor also activates a swirling tornado of bone, damaging nearby enemies for 1000 weapon damage and increasing the damage they take from the Necromancer by 10,000%. That's the big thing, increases the amount of damage they take from us by 10,000%. So the Captain Crimson's 2-piece reduces cooldown and resource cost of all skills by 20%. And the 3-piece, damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction, damage taken is reduced by your percentage of cost reduction. So you're just trying to get as much cooldown as you possibly can on this build. As you can see, I don't have a lot of stats. I don't have any points in my paragons. I'm at 8,250 intelligence, so don't got to worry about that. We are also using the Wisdom of Kalan, is giving maximum stacks of bone armor by 5. So it's going to increase our movement speed, it's going to increase our armor, it's going to increase all of that. Orzekian arm guards, just to move around quicker. This is a strength roll because I'm using this just for the use of it. I don't have an int one. Plus, you know, fire damage and fire damage on my Stone of Jordan, which is the next item, which also I would like to point out does not have intellect on it. So yeah, fire skills do extra damage in those 2 spots just to get the damage up. Crisbin Sentence, slowed enemies take increased damage, and stunned enemies take triple this damage. So they'll be stunned from one of our skills, so they'll be going crazy. Ingoim, just get a decent Ingoim with a good roll, and then roll cooldown on it. And then Lost Time, your cold skills reduce the movement speed of enemies and gives you movement speed. So we're just using the Bone Armor, Harvest of Anguish is code skill, so you're going to be using that to keep up the movement speed and stuff. So let's go over the gems. We're using a cooldown gem in the hat because cooldown is our biggest stat. You want cooldown crit for this build. I'm using intelligence for the damage and all resist in my gear. I am using Bane of the Powerful because T16 you don't need anything else. Bane of the Trapped, slowed enemies take more damage. Obviously that's good. We're going to be slowing everything. And then the Boon of the Hoarder, just because it gives you move speed. You could, if you wanted to be super tanky, you could drop the Captain Crimsons and put on the Gold Wrap, but you would not be able to keep up Land of the Dead anywhere near enough, so I would not recommend that. We are using Messerschmitt's Reaver to reduce remaining cooldown of your skills by 1 second when you slay an enemy. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to keep Land of the Dead up. That's the big problem with this build, is being able to keep up Land of the Dead. So you'll see why in a moment. We're using Grasp of Essence. Try that again, Chiggy. When an exploded corpse damages at least one enemy, your corpse explosion deals 200% increased damage for 6 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So we're going to just be spamming corpse explosion while we're running. We're not stopping for anything except for after we kill the Rift Guardian, because we have to kill. We have to keep our cooldowns up. We got to roll. That is all this build is for, is to roll. And we're using Ring of Royal Grandeur so we can have the 6-piece and the 3-piece. Using Aura of Frailty. That way we only got to get them to 15% HP and then they die. We're using Land of the Dead Frozen Lands. We are just trying to keep that up as much as possible. We're trying to freeze and stun and roll, and just so we can keep up as much corpse explosion as possible. There will be times when we have to stop and run around in circles and wait on Land of the Dead cooldown to roll around, but you'll see that in a moment. Blood Rush, we're using the Metabolism rune just so we get an additional charged. That way we can teleport. We're going to be teleporting around like crazy. Bone armor is going to give us movement speed. We're going to get 15 stacks of bone armor because of our necklace. So we're going to have 15% movement speed, and we're going to have 60%, let's see, 3, 6, 80% damage reduction from bone armor. Corpse explosion, explode 5 corpses close to you, dealing damage to enemies within 20 yards. We're just gonna go spam. And then simulacrum, create a simulacrum that duplicates your skills for 15 seconds. We're just gonna pop this to like kill harder to kill enemies. We don't really need this for trash and stuff. Blood is power. After cumulatively losing 100% of your maximum life, your abilities cool down by 20%. So we're just going to be dashing around to keep up frozen lands more. Spreading malediction, get 1% damage bonus for each enemy afflicted by one of your curses. That is the reason we're using simulacrum, because while active, your curses now, your curse skills now apply all 3 curses. So we are going to be having frailty up at all times. So they're going to have all 3 curses. Final service, just in case we get one tapped, it does happen. Fueled by death, consuming a corpse increases your movement speed. We're always consuming corpses, so we're always going to be zooming. Alright, so let's go hop into a t16 rift real quick, and let me show you how well this works and how frustrating it can be. Alright, so we're going to find some mobs, we're going to dash, we're going to, and we're just going to go, right? And then this is all we're doing. We are trying to find mobs, we are trying to blow them up. We gotta go, because otherwise, see, we're gonna lose our, we lost it already, right? We lost our Land of the Dead. So now we have to backtrack to where there are some corpses, to blow up corpses, to get more cooldown, right? So that is the only downfall to this build. Other than that, it's super good, it's super fun, it's super easy. You just spam 2 buttons for the most part, like, and when you are waiting, if you, like right now, like, you want to find something worth killing, so you want to look for an elite, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I didn't find an elite, but I was able to find a little bit of density. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. Yeah, you see the problem with the build here. So we just keep rolling. When you got a good map, so like this map is going to be a little better, because it's going to have enough density where you can just like go crazy, right? Like you can just damage, like good maps are good for this. Like you're going to be able to keep it up 100% of the time when you got a good map, because you can just go. Well, I said that, and then the density petered out on me. But yeah, so you're just gonna be teleporting around and doing everything that you can. And then once your Land of the Dead pops back up, you go ham again, right? Like that's just how the build works. Which is actually kind of fun. Like it's not slow, even when you do have to wait around for stuff, right? Like it's not slow. You just gotta make sure you're on top of your stuff, right? Because you gotta make sure you're going is the big thing for this, right? And then like you can just keep everything up, go, and it's just, that is the only issue with the build. That is literally the only issue I have with the build, is sometimes you get in a position where you're just stuck, and then if you've got the empowered shrine on your potion and you get lucky, like it's not even a problem, right? Because you'll just have basically 100% uptime anyway. But like, yeah, it deletes stuff. Like I said, it's not the fastest key farming build, but if you like corpse explosion, I say go for this one. It's easy. It's not hard to put together. The only thing is the playstyle can be a little frustrating, because without Land of the Dead you can't really do much. So there's that. Thanks for sticking around. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget the giveaway. And yeah, get those legendaries. I'll catch you guys in the next one.